Why's your belt on though? I had just came from my crib. I was just taking it off.
Why are you taking your belt off in some random weird place? I'm wondering if he was playing with more than his gun? Cop watches idiot shoot gun at stop sign. Hi, my name is Ian Runkle, also known as Runkle of the Bailey.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Officer Nall and Hawker were on night patrol near Baker Dairy Road, looking for night hunters, when they observed a super suspicious silver Nissan Maxima heading eastbound. Officer Nall observed the operator, later identified as Kevin, exit the vehicle with a black pistol in his hands. Kevin then proceeded to fire his pistol until the magazine was empty, then started to get back into his vehicle. The video picks up as Officer Nall has ordered Kevin to put his hands outside of the vehicle.
So we're missing the good part. We missed the actual gunshots.
Just keep your hands there.
The officer's being
I'm gonna
real.
have you step out, okay? Wait, hang on. Where's the pistol at? Without reaching.
Right here?
I'm gonna have you get out and just walk to the back of the car, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Any other weapons on him?
No, that's just it.
Alright, go to the back real quick. Alright, just spread your feet for me. I'm gonna pat you down, just make sure you ain't got no more guns or anything on you. Any knives on you?
No.
No needles, nothing like that?
So he's definitely going to get a pat down
How old are
here.
you, man?
I'm 21.
What's in here?
That's my phone.
That's not a phone.
It's my phone. Check it. It's my phone. My phone in my wallet.
Yeah, that's ammo. Not your phone.
No.
So, box of ammunition, and the officer might, I mean, this guy seems to be pretty casual, pretty chill, but he might have been, some officers would be like, why are you lying to me at this point? I suspect that this guy, because he's a wildlife officer, is a little better at not amping things up.
You live around here?
Yeah, I live down the street.
Hey, I'm putting the money back in the car. Why's your belt on though?
I had just came from my crib. I was just taking it off. But
Okay, why is your belt undone? He says, I just came from my house, I was taking it off. Why are you taking your belt off in some random weird place? I'm wondering if he was playing with more than his gun? I don't know. But the officer, I suspect, is going to be wondering about more, is there hidden stuff issues, so.
You didn't throw anything in your underwear?
nah, go ahead and check. You know,
You didn't throw no draw?
Go ahead and check. The officer will if he has to. The officer's now concerned that he might be stashing drugs or something down the front of his pants.
nothing. Go ahead and check.
Just keep your hands there. Blade this one.
Officer telling him to blade his leg, which is police slang, but most people don't refer to that.
What are you doing, bro?
Nah, it's just I had just came home from taking my friend's phone from the club, and you know I had just got a gun, so I just wanted to shoot. My cousin lives right here. My cousin lives right here.
Yeah, but still, bro.
I know.
You can't just pull off on the road and start
I'm
popping.
sorry.
What were you even?
So this guy just gets a brand new gun and decides he's just gonna take it out to somewhere. I mean, I would say the middle of nowhere, except those are pretty clearly metal poles, so he's not the middle of nowhere, and just unloads a mag? No, man, that's not a good idea.
Naming that?
The floor.
Just the floor?
Just the floor. I had literally just bought it like last week.
And he's just opening up at the ground. Okay, well, that can be dangerous. I don't know where those rounds stop. It might be that they're stopping at the ground where you're shooting, or it might be that they're stopping some other place.
I didn't think nobody lived out here, so because like I said, my
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
literally like 2 houses down, my cousin lives right here.
I understand, but also
If you can point to where your cousin lives, then people live out here, right? And gunshot noise travels a long distance, especially when you're talking about fish and wildlife guys who are looking for night hunters.
so you can't
I
just
know.
pull up into just random areas and just start shooting a gun.
I know.
Do you know? Because, yeah.
How many beers you had tonight?
Huh?
How many beers have you had?
I haven't had any.
You haven't had
Like I
none?
said, I just came home from picking my friends.
So he asks him, how many beers have you had? Not, have you had anything to drink, but how many? Now, when this guy says he hasn't had any, I'm believing him right now because he's seeming sober. Dumb, but sober.
You bought it?
I bought it last week.
Where'd you buy it from?
Lead Feather in Winter Haven.
You want to run?
Yep.
You got any drugs, anything like
Yeah, they're running it to make sure it's not, reported stolen, associated with a crime, something like that.
that in the car? Weed?
Nothing.
Not that you know of?
Not that I know of. Like
Okay,
I said,
not-
my friends were here.
Okay, hang on. Let me talk real quick.
Not that I know of is the wrong answer. Like, if you don't think there's any weed in the car, just say nothing. Because now that he's going, not that I know of, well, you're telling him that if he searches this car, he might find some weed. And if you're the only person in the car and they find weed, it's not your friend's problem, it's your problem.
Okay. I'm not worried about weed. If you got weed in the car, it's time to tell me now before I go.
When an officer says, I'm not worried about weed, so if you've got it, you got time to tell me, he is worried. He's a cop, right? He hasn't stopped being a cop, and he is allowed to lie to you. So if he says, I'm not worried about weed, or I'm not worried about a little coke, or I'm not worried about, you know, an AK-47, or I'm not worried about a dead body in your trunk, yes, they are. Don't believe them.
Okay,
Up on it.
look. My friends, they smoke.
Okay.
My friends, they smoke.
Okay.
And
So
if they smoke,
if I
keep 'em out of
did
your
find
car.
weed in here, how much is there going to be?
It's not going to be a lot. It's just, like I said, just enough.
Like a
to
joint or
place yourself
something?
Club, that's it.
Okay, like a
Oh,
joint
now
or like
he's basically
a couple
admitting
grams
that
or what?
there's
Maybe
drugs
like-
in the car. This is so bad.
Okay.
Maybe.
So you're getting
Where
your car
would it be
searched,
at?
buddy.
My friends, like I said, my friends were back here in the front. It might be some.
Alright. Alright, and you didn't shove none in your underwear, bro?
Like I said, you can. If you want me, I have shorts underneath. I can.
Give me a minute.
And like I
So now they're looking for the weed.
What were you gonna say?
Box.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, my friends were here, so you know, and there might just be weed a little bit. But like I
Quit
said, not-
talking. Oh my God. As a defense lawyer, this just makes me wince. Stop talking.
Just do me a favor. Hang out right here on the back.
Go ahead, go ahead.
The officer gives a sigh.
No officer area?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, no.
I'm fishing game, so state law enforcement, not the PD.
Fish cop searching. Oh my God, stop talking, dude. So it sounds like the officer's not finding anything right now. That's a good thing.
Ed, did the car come back good? It's in the truck. Whose car is it?
It's my car, but it's under my mother's name.
Okay. Is it current? Like the registration?
Yeah, it's in the glove compartment. Too.
Oh.
Checking the tags. In some areas, they've moved from like stickers to something where they can only see it when they run it.
You smoked tonight too?
My friends did
Did you?
that. Nah,
You didn't have none?
That was if he'd answered the wrong thing, he could
I
have
can
ended
smell
up.
weed. I know there's weed in here. Yeah. They smoke in the car too?
no, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's weed in here, so
They might have like tried to flick the little road shot, might have thrown back in the car. You know, I don't know.
Oh.
What's in the pilot cup?
Just like that.
Guts.
Yeah, like Relo guts.
Butts.
Yeah, there's all the weed.
found it in the cup apparently.
You ever been in trouble before, arrested for anything, stuff like that? Do me a favor, just don't text anyone right now. I know your boy lives right down the, or your cousin, whoever lives right there. I get it, but just for officer safety, I don't care if you film me or anything, but
Yeah, don't text anybody because the last thing they want is the guy's cousin rolling up or something like that.
just do me a favor and don't text anyone. Is there anything else besides that weed that you tossed in the cup? No. Where's y'all's grinder and stuff for the weed?
The grinder?
Yeah.
I don't got no grinder.
Okay.
So where's all your paraphernalia? Why would you bring weed and your gun? Like, this is a bad combination. Pick a crime. Now they're going through all of his crap. Once you admit you got the weed, they're going to go through all of your stuff. The officer's being fairly nice with this search, because I've seen situations where officers are like, we're going to take each bag, we're going to empty everything out, we're going to dump it all out, and then you end up with this giant mess to clean up afterwards, even if they find nothing. Oh, there's the Glock's box. Having a look inside that. Wonder if he's going to check under the foam. Nope, doesn't seem to have. He had a peek in the box, but, oh, huh. Stay classy with the weed symbol on it. Gotta love it. If you're in an area where marijuana is illegal,
you can go ahead and check.
it just gets you into trouble. Stop giving him permission to go ahead and check things. You know, if the officer doesn't have the authority to search it, you don't want to give him the authority.
So, you got open containers in your car. You tried to hide the weed. Obviously, you threw it in the cup. And then on top of that, you shooting from a roadway like that, and public discharge of a firearm, you're shooting on a road, right?
Okay.
So that's not good things. So let's go back to the truck real quick. We'll talk about it, and then just hang out here.
The damage is.
I'm gonna shut you up back of your car. I said I'm just gonna shut the trunk, and you can hang out back here.
I mean, there's a real good chance this guy leaves in handcuffs.
Yeah. No, I got his ID should be in the call. Darby's got it.
The one thing that might save him is that this is Fish and Game, and they may not want to deal with him. They may want to cut him loose. We'll see. This is kind of tense for me as a defense lawyer, because I'm like, this could go a lot of different ways. How does it go?
You want it?
Waiting to see if they decide to charge him.
It's screaming at you, buddy.
You don't want it?
It's all you, man.
Oh.
The officer's deciding who's going to take the arrest, I'm guessing.
Oh, man. So, like I said, you're getting your gun back, stuff like that.
Okay, nice.
Giving you a citation for public discharge, shooting from a road, and 1 littering ticket. Okay. The littering ticket is just a fine. You don't have to show up to court for that if you don't want to. The other one, public discharge, is actually a court date. So instead of me taking you to jail, you show up to court and talk to a judge for a first.
This officer is giving this guy a tremendous benefit. If he's leaving here with his gun, the officer is doing him a tremendous solid. That's partially because he's got a good attitude. Now, you can have a good attitude without sort of giving away all of your rights. That said, I think this guy should get some remedial education, because this is stupid. And the problem with doing stupid things with guns is that there is risk to it, and that risk might not be borne by you. You know, you're shooting at stuff you don't know in the dark at close range. You don't know where it's going to bounce. You don't know any of that. Don't do this.
Appearance, okay? Right. And then you decide what you want to do from there, okay?
So here's your paperwork.
It's my copy. This is going to be your copy. Okay, that one there is the court date. Okay, so it says right here.
Don't miss your court dates when you get court dates.
All the courthouse information is Polk County Courthouse. Okay, it's over in Bartow. You got any other questions for me?
No, man, that's it.
We're going to, if you want to start putting your stuff back in the car, I'm going to have you pour the beer out, pour the weed out, and then we're going to put your gun in the lock box. And then once we're out of here, if you want to just go straight home, you can. If you want to get your gun out, because that's your right, you can just do it once we leave here.
Because that's your right. I gotta say, I love US cops, because I'm Canadian, so if all of this went down in Canada just because we have different rules, this guy would absolutely be in cuffs, and he'd be looking at years in jail. But here the officers are like, don't touch the gun until we're out of here, please, because that'll make us nervous. But once we're gone, it's your right if you want to, you know, have it at your hip. Cool.
Aren't you so glad that we have access to this body cam footage? And you didn't even have to do any work to get it. Well, with Get My Body Cam, you don't have to do any of the work, even if it's yours. In less than 5 minutes, you can start the process of having your body cam footage retrieved by real lawyers. Forget dealing with rude or annoying LEOs. Have a lawyer do it instead. Check out the website link down below in the description to find out more.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just, watch your copies. You don't want to lose those.
Yeah, don't lose your paperwork. Usually if you call the courthouse, they will be able to tell you when your court dates are, because the last thing you want to do is miss a court date. Then you end up with warrants, you end up with things get way worse. This was a surprisingly gentle interaction. I actually really commend these officers for their calm demeanor, and they cut this guy a break. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, make sure you check out these other 2 videos, like this video, subscribe to see more content, and stay tuned. See you next time.
Big verdict.